Canary here from DC Collectibles on the floor, 2017 New York Toy Fair, and I am here to show you everything that we got going on. So we are going to start with the woman of the hour, not the hour, not the day, actually the year of Wonder Woman. So we have great product for you, comic-based as well as movie-based. This is the year of Wonder Woman, continuing her 75th anniversary celebration we started last year into this year. We have this great DC designer 12-inch statue, Wonder Woman by Frank Cho. You see all of the great, amazing detail there for this piece that will be out in September at $150. Also, around the time of the movie in June, we're going to be featuring from our Art of War statue line, our Jose Garcia Lopez statue, 7-inch. Love this guy. He has been working with Wonder Woman since the 1980s, and we're bringing him into the mix here. Wonderful to work with. And then also from our DC Designer series, we are going to be offering our Adam Hughes, formerly 9-inch CoverGirl statue, into the 12-inch DC Designer line. You're going to see that great movement with the wire lasso as well. And just a sampling of some of the comic merchandise we're going to have for the year. We're going to continue that into this amazing prop replica set. So we've done one before. Throw it away, you got a new one now. At the end of this year, for $300 in November, you're going to be able to get the metal tiara, bracelets, and lasso of truth set. They will be removable pieces. You're going to have some really nice weight to them. You're going to be able to have this beautiful display afterwards so that you get the great WW. If you've taken all the things going off to fights crime, but when you come back, you have a nice little display case for all of it. Also, that's not even enough. We got more Wonder Woman stuff. So we have from the Gotham City Garage line, you have Wonder Woman on this great high-tech motorcycle. So we've done Harley and Catwoman previously, but now you see Wonder Woman in line with the great sleeve tattoos as well as this new outfit in this kind of alternate world. So it's this really great expression of Wonder Woman that you haven't seen before. So we're going to be doing that going forward, and that's going to be in June. But it's all about the movie. 75 years in the waiting. We have Wonder Woman, June 2nd. Patty is going to be bringing all of these characters to life in her new movie, directed by Patty Jenkins. We're going to have this amazing experience. 3 different statues for you. First off, we have the single statue, Gal Gadot in her Paradise Island training outfit with this great WW base, as you see from the actual movie. You've seen the trailer, you've seen some of that look for her already. But we know also this movie primarily takes place in World War I, where Steve Trevor encounters Wonder Woman, played by Chris Pine. You're going to see the two of them together. And then the item so big it needed its own table, our Wonder Woman on horseback. So this is the showpiece item. So if you saw the trailer, you saw her racing through the forest on horseback, her and her warhorse going into battle. This incredibly detailed statue coming out in May along with the single statue and the couple statue as well. Great work done by our sculptors as well as all the wonderful reference we got from the production itself. Using that clear tinted resin for the skin tone so that you got that real life likeness. Crazy details, challenging our factories to bring all of this to you. An amazingly huge box, by the way, for all of the crazy detail. Just loving how this is coming out. And so if you become a fan of the movie or if you're a Wonder Woman fan, this is a must-have item. So then, perfect time, Valentine's Day. Relationship goals. That's the couple here. We got Harley and Joker from Suicide Squad. I don't know what this says about your relationship if this is who you gave this to, but you know, it's still there for Valentine's Day. We got the two of them as seen in Suicide Squad with their unique, dog tag base. You see them not featured from a scene from the movie, but instead from some great photo shoots that the two of them did together in costume. Really playing up that kind of mad love theme. We loved it so much we wanted to bring it into statue form.
And that's inspired by the Alex Ross costume.
Definitely inspired. That's why he has the full top look for that. You saw a moment of it in the movie, but even that's different because she's in the traditional look. In this case, they actually did a photo shoot of them in these color outfits together. So, as I said, it's Wonder Woman's here, and she's like, I got one movie, but that's not enough. I need a second movie. She's like, I'll let the boys play this time too. So you got Wonder Woman and all of the rest of the Justice League coming together. So we will be doing 12-inch statues of all of these guys. The movie's November 17th. These will be out starting in October all the way into November. You've got Batman, you've got Superman, Cyborg, we have Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and Flash. You're going to see them like you've never seen them before. So we got Tactical Suit Batman. So we did the other version previously for Batman v Superman, but for some reason, you got to see the movie. Why is he in his tactical suit? He's being tactical. He's Batman. That's what he does. We also have Superman. Spoilers. He might be in this movie. I don't know. Superman Reborn.
And I love how he's doing the just an iconic Superman pose there.
That's the thing. We wanted him to be super iconic in this. You're going to see in the movie, it is truly a reborn nature for Superman.
A rebirth, if you will.
A rebirth, if you will. And the light is even just coming down. He's like calling it down to him. It's already in the sun. I love it. Cyborg. We saw in Batman v Superman a very brief moment of him on the slab in pieces. Here you're finally getting to see all of that cool cybernetic, kind of pieces put together in 3D form. Really interesting, very complex piece for us to put together, but we love bringing that kind of challenge to light. Speaking of all of the interesting stuff we got going on in this costume, you can see a little bit more in the light. All the Atlantean armor for Aquaman. It is super detailed. You see bits of his green and gold. His actual colors are worked into this Atlantean armor. All of the detailing going on. Jason Momoa, having to wear this super heavy costume as they're doing the filming. He's a big guy though, so he can handle it. We got Wonder Woman in her traditional outfit. Now you see her in a version of this in her movie, but if you notice and compare the statues, this gold is a little more faded. It's many years later. So while she's in the same costume, her shield and her sword have changed, and she has this more faded gold to it. So there is a change that you're going to see from her solo movie to this. And then in his do-it-yourself costume, we got Flash. It is literally cabled together. You see silver pieces of cable throughout this. So talk about like all of the different layers and details going on there. Really complex piece, and you're gonna have to check in with the movie to find out what's that all about. So that's what we're doing for some of our theatrical offerings like we've done in the past, that 12-inch scale, super realistic, lots of textures. But we're also going to look at some of the other fun stuff we have. So we go from theatrical to animated. So over here we got Batman the Animated Series. Like heartwarming line for us. We've loved this line since we started working on it a couple years back. Showing here, we have Batgirl in July. The single figure will be our 41st release from this line. Wow. So what that means is not 41 figures, that means 41 sets. So if you count the Batman Beyond 3-pack, we're not counting that as 3 figures, we're counting that as one set. So she will be the 41st set in July. And then we have Superman and Lois from Superman Animated. We kind of teased that with the Girls' Night Out, Supergirl and Livewire. But now here we have the two of them coming out in July. And then for the first time ever in animated form, we got Renee Montoya, a major character in the series. Never got any love from any of the other mass toy companies when they did the toys for the kids. We're like, we love her a lot, so it's time for her to get out here. Harvey Bullock is lonely, not having his sidekick.
She's keeping all the criminals in line right
here.
So
it's the worst day ever for her. First day in the job. She finally gets a figure. She's called over to the Gotham City Police Department. They're like, you got to take care of these 4. So we got Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze, Bane, and Killer Croc. They have some accessories, their own bases. She has some accessories as well. She's back in the Gotham City Police Department, so she has this deluxe packaging. We're going to have, this is a prototype, so we're going to have these windows cut out. You're going to see all of the different guys in the windows. She's going to be in the front part of it. You're going to see, you kind of see her there at the front of the place. But if you're like, but I'm displaying it like this, I need to see her. Swings out. And it has a little magnetic closing, so it closes up for you so you can do that. She comes out there. She's like, I don't know if they're really in there. Are the villains actually in this place? Well, let's check out. So you can lift this up. You're going to get each of the individual cells. They have individual LED lights that are different colors, green, red, blue, yellow, in all of the different cells. You'll be able to open this up, slide out their cardboard cells. They escape, they get out. He's not doing the best job maybe of keeping all 4 of them in there.
Blame it on Harvey.
Yeah, it's always Harvey. But you do know that we've measured the top of this so that if you previously bought the bat signal, you're going to be able to put that up here with Commissioner Gordon to call Batman in case they get away.
Very cool.
So a nice little play set mixed in with the packaging that we kind of like. It almost feels like a Comic-Con exclusive, but available for everybody. All right, so then moving on to some more Batman animated fun, we got our Expressions pack coming out March. Probably mid to late March, you're going to see this in here. It's everything you need for a Batman animated fan. You got your Batman figure. You got a bunch of the different heads and expressions. So you got Mean Batman, Meaner Batman, Batman, really mean Batman. But you also got Bruce Wayne unmasked, you got battle damage, you got scared, shocked, all the kind of fun expressions, including every item you need to take out your bad guys. So you got the bat, you got all the fun utility belt things. I don't know how he fits them all in his belt, but I mean, there must be an extra belt hidden somewhere. And he has 3 different capes. You got his fabric capes, you also got 2 plastic capes. So as an example, this is the fabric cape that comes with it. You've seen it if you got the bat signal with the Robin and Batman that had the fabric capes. We also have his base cape and then a cape with a little bit of attitude bending out. It also comes with this great base. So you have this spring-loaded clip kind of going around.
And you have scared Batman, who doesn't look
He does
too
not
happy.
like being off the ground.
Yeah.
Look at these.
He's afraid
like,
of heights.
what is going on here? He's not even used to this deluxe base yet. But it has all of these plug-in areas so you can move them around depending on balance. That's why you can pop it out and move it. You've got like places here where it bends. You've got places here where it bends. It moves around here. You can move it up here and bend it as well. So that's why he's not so happy.
That's a very fitting expression.
This is exactly what's going on with him. So
Poor Batman.
great base, a lot of fun, a lot of playable nature going on here. So much fun we had with this that we're like, okay, March 2018, we're doing it again, but this time with the king of expressions, the Joker. So the Joker is going to be featured in 2018. We showed 2 bodies here, we're going to come with 1 body. The idea, though, that we wanted to show the transformation of is we'll be able to take out his purple arms, pop them off, take off his purple coat. We're not going to glue it down, so you can take it off. You're going to be able to put on the gray coat, and then we'll come with gray arms to fit in, and then you got the expressions head that'll have the gray hat. Now you have Gray Suit Joker. That magical. And also, if you're a fan of the Christmas with the Joker storyline, you'll remember there were robot Jokers that were in that one, where all you have to do is pop out the hands, put in the machine gun hands. You've got your robot Joker version as well. So you get multiple Jokers out of this. So if you previously bought a Joker, you're going to be able to find ways to like mix it up a little bit, including all these expressions. That's the whole point. We don't even know how many expressions we want to include because there's too many to choose from. We're going to see what we can fit in. Lots of other pieces.
I assume whenever you look at those, you're just hearing Mark Hamill's laugh in your head.
Look at this.
Yeah.
I can't even do it. I'm not even going to try.
It's a pretty good try.
And
Way
then
better than I can do.
He'll have a deluxe base as well, so I don't think he's as scared as heights as Batman, but we'll have the deluxe base coming with that. Speaking of animated, we have Harley's Holiday. So in the front of all of the animated series, which by the way, celebrating 25th anniversary this year. So Harley's Holiday, in the front title card, you get this great piece of art that showed up on screen. It's kind of that mix of Audrey Hepburn meeting Cruella de Vil going on vacation, something really cool about it with the hyenas. We were loving it so much, we're like, let's bring it to life in 3D. So it's this great Art Deco statue featuring the hyenas. You get these elastic bands for holding the hyenas together. We're going to be adding a magnet to the hat a little bit so you'll get the original look, but you could also pull it back a little bit to get a little more face. But that hat is just so everything, so we're going to make sure that it was as big as it needed to be.
And this is available in the fall?
This will be available in the fall. We're looking in October
Okay.
for that piece, and it's just something that's a great holiday gift piece as well, but we just love the outfit. We just wanted to bring her to life this way.
And what about all the new animated figures? When can people expect to add those to their collection?
So the big 5-pack you're going to see in August. That's going to be the one where all that's happening, but the other 2 sets you're going to see in July.
Just summer breakout.
Yep, so yeah, you see these expression packs a little earlier, so he's March, but then you go to July for those guys, and then August for these, all the way into October for the statue. So a lot of Batman animated throughout the year for you to keep adding to your collection. Now we're moving into some statues as well, so it's a little bit everything.
And with Killer Croc, are there any plans for the Big Rock? Eventually?
Eventually, maybe.
Eventually.
But not sure if we're going to be able to get it in the back. I mean, he's in a prison cell. They're like, that's not
He'll
safe.
find a way. He's
Him
Killer
with
Croc.
a giant rock, not safe in that cell. So we may have to find some other opportunity to get that in there.
Fair enough.
So then we move in, and basically Harley is a big movie star now. So she's like, I demand my own product line. So she said, please, do that red, white, and black line you do so well. So
Inspired by Jim Lee, of course.
yeah, so exactly. So you see her featured from Hush. You see that statue in the 7-inch scale. You also see Terry Dotson's version of her from the run that he did of Harley a few years back. Pulled right from the cover, that fun kind of playful version of her. And then there were a ton of variant covers for the Rebirth #1 Harleys. One of them was Stanley Lau doing this great version where she's like blowing the kiss of the diamonds, capturing that as well in 7-inch form. And then coming in May is the great sequel, the Justice video game Injustice 2. Netherrealm Studios, they bring you Mortal Kombat. Harley's going to be a playable character. She's like, I'm in video games too, give me a statue. So there we are, having her statue that'll be out right before that in April. Still wasn't enough, and especially when our team realized we've never made a battle statue with Batman and Harley. What is that about?
Until now.
Until now. So then what we did is we got the team together and they came up with this amazing concept we're fascinated with. Don't know what amusement park they are at, but it is this crazy Joker coaster filled with dynamite all over the place. You've got the two hyenas freaking out. One of them's nipping at Batman's cape. Batman's all into trying to save the day. Harley swings down her mallet, just misses. What's going to happen next? Like, that's what this is. You're like caught in the moment. It's great. All and I don't know how we're going to do all this with the wiring and everything. It's twisted together wire. Yeah, if you hit the wrong button, you snip the red wire, I think. But it works from all different angles. You're going to get detailings on the front of the car. You're going to get the different expressions of the hyenas from the backside, front.
On the front.
Oh my God, it's hysterical. So you're going to see all of this going in a really nice traditional look on both Batman and Harley. So it's a really good evergreen kind of all-purpose statue. We love it a lot. It'll be a limited edition, so it's probably good to get in on it early because it's not going to be around forever. I think it's too good for that. So speaking of like traditional version of them, as well as like a new kind of modified version, artistic style on Joker and Harley, we met this great artist Newligan at San Diego Comic-Con. It's awesome. I love the prints that he was doing in his weird kind of hipster cool style. So then we said, what happens if we give you a bookends to do? What does that look like? And so this is what he did for us. A really fun updated version of all these characters, the cool sneakers, the checkered, shirt, all of the cool looks to the characters, mixed with that kind of retro, crazy bomb. Where did they go to get this bomb? But some kind of oversized bomb. These characters have tied Batman to. We know he's going to get away, but just in case, they're celebrating, enjoying themselves. But they're weighted enough in the base and with the bomb that you can have your entire graphic novel collection in a very functional way held by them. So then back over to really the penultimate DC Collectibles line, the longest running line we've had here before. Batman Black and White. Over 10 years we've been doing this. Wow. Over 75 statues.
And Jason Fabok was recently released. That's such a good one.
I love Jason so much too. He's so great. We got even more for 17 and 18. So there's tons of stuff already coming out. But now we have people like Amanda Connor. She's going to have a Harley and a Batman in October. We're going to have both of her styles there, so it's going to be really exciting.
Love how smooth that Batman is.
Oh my God, right? It's great. She has a nice rounded style to her that's really fun to kind of bring to 3D life.
And then Jim Lee.
Our first Nightwing
that's
too.
Incredible.
So it is the Jim Lee Hush, first Nightwing in the series. We got that great translucent instrument stick so you feel the motion. It's spinning around. Really excited about that. And then a nice 80s throwback, Norm Brayfogel's like iconic Batman with the shadows and the cape. The cape is so crazy we had to find a way to base it on the ground itself because it's such a crazy big cape. Just really wonderful and a joy to work on this piece. And then we have in 2018, talking about new stuff from the Rebirth All-Star Batman book, John Romita Jr., superstar artist. We did a great Superman for him in the Man of Steel line, but now we're finally able to get his Batman into the mix. And then we got two artist-specific styles here. Kim Jung-ji, a great Korean artist. If you've never seen his work live, you need to see it. On YouTube, he has these master classes where he does the entire wall of drawings of hundreds of people with vehicles and all of this kind of detail. And it's all just from his head. They're a complete perspective, and it's just amazing. So he gave us all these concepts, and then he did this like mecha Batman look, and we're like,
roller
this is
skates and a
a rollerblade and a Gatling gun and the wings. And like, it's
That's a scary.
It's got to be that. Who else is going to give us that? It's such a point of view that we love this so much.
It's almost like a Pacific Rim Batman.
Yes, exactly. Like if he was like
Like
a
those
giant, like
50
he had to
feet
fight a
tall,
kaiju, this
yeah.
is what he'd be dressed as. But in addition to that, we're always giving artists opportunities. And so in this case, Jonathan Matthews, who's one of our sculptors, who sculpted probably the majority of our Batman Black and White line, we were like, hey, we're not going to give you any more art. What would you do if you had the freedom to do Batman? And he killed it. Like, this isn't coming out till like March of 18, and it's driving me nuts because I need it now. So he did this beautiful piece. He's a traditional sculptor who knows how things work in 3D, and you see it in action here. Everything from how he got Batman up off of the ground to what he is doing with the line work.
That's incredible.
To the chiseled muscles. It is like he literally is carving them out of marble. So that we feel like is going to be a big deal. 2018, still a while away, but we love it.
That's a great one.
So then we got the DC Bombshells line. We love this so much. So we started a statue line a few years back. We are moving it into our DC Designer Series by Aunt Lucia action figure line. So shortly, by April, you're going to see the first wave. You got Batwoman, Wonder Woman, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn. They're great. Like, these things are awesome. We have them in the office. We're playing with them. They're articulated. They got these accessories. They have the spirit and the sculpts of the statues.
And Batwoman's comic just started this week.
Exactly.
And Poison Ivy's playable in Injustice too.
We got them all. You know, everybody's everywhere. And of course, Harley and Wonder Woman are like, no, I'm more famous than this. And then we have in 2018, this is many more comics. So in 17, we got Batgirl. We got Mera in an outfit that's different from her statue. She's joined the Navy, so she has a slightly different outfit. You got Hawkgirl. You got Katana. They're on October. Then in 2018, and by February, we're going to see Supergirl and you're going to see Bumblebee. So going on and on and on. We got more to do. We love it so much. So much so that you're going to see new characters in the statue line. The statue line, so it's a higher price point. Somebody who maybe doesn't know how to get into it that much, but loves the line. The action figures. And for those people collecting the statues, we still have more to do. We've got new characters like Raven, which is the daughter of the demon, so she has her own little, like, you know, ear, like devil ears, and she's kind of floating up there based on her, you know, being supported by her cloak. We got the Flash, just in time for beach party time in July. We got Aquaman. Nixon's gonna be joining us at the end of the year in her glitter gown. I love it. And then our first kind of single deluxe statue. So for $200 in September, you're gonna have Harley Quinn. Now, why, you say? Because the original Harley Quinn one sold out so fast, a lot of people didn't get it. And it's mostly available only on the secondary market. Super high prices, but some people want Harley for their collection still. So we got this based on the original design we had. This is what we wanted to do originally, but we thought it was too expensive at the time. Fun way to kind of bring it back, get Harley back into the mix. So you're going to see her in September. And then in 2018, it is time to bring the bombshells to Starfire. So in true pinup fashion, she is a fire person who's just realized her hair is on fire. Thank goodness she has that bucket of water and she is ready and prepared. So you're going to see the fun and the playfulness kind of carry through 17 all the way into 18.
We have Jesse Quick down there.
I know, right? And she has her own separate, like, she doesn't need the skates, and there are separate pieces that she holds on to. So she's ready in a flash. So over here we got our DC CoverGirls line. Stanley Lau, Art Germ, he's been working with us for the last 2 years or so on a series of statues. We have Zatanna coming up in the fall. And then finally, because we're going to be ending with Stanley and choosing new artist 2018, it's only appropriate to end a series with Death. So we have from Neil Gaiman's Sandman, Death in her Victorian outfit. And in WonderCon, we're going to be announcing who that new artist is. We're very excited about it. So make sure you tune in then. And then from our DC TV line, Supergirl, as portrayed by Melissa Benoist, with a great fabric cape, again with that like really fun expression of wire, so you get a lot of drama going on. And then you have the DC TV action figures. So many different series going on all at the same time. All these new characters being introduced. We can barely keep up. So you got Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl.
And is that the first Kid Flash and Vixen action figure?
These are, from what I know, these are the ones that we have getting out first. So Vixen and Constantine guest starred on Arrow. They have their own CWC animated shorts now, and so we're like, we got to get these guys out there. Sure. Supergirl, Martian Manhunter. It's like we got to do those guys as well. Then Kid Flash, we're bringing out by November. So whether he's the first out there, I don't know. We'll see how fast he is to get to market. Then we have White Canary and Adam from Legends of Tomorrow. So you're starting to be able to build out all your TV shows so that while you're waiting for the next show to air each night, you can interact with what's going to happen for that. So it's a nice little fun way to kind of bring the worlds all together. So over here we have the DC Icons line. It's our 6-inch super articulated line.
These are the Rebirth designs, right?
So that's right. We are on it. And in March, you're going to see this shortly, so you can already see a packaged version here. The Rebirth costumes are going to be coming at this incredible value, $100. So it's super affordable for anybody who has not like gotten into the Icons line yet, or they got in there and then these costumes. You're going to be able to purchase all 7 members of this Justice League for $100.
Wow.
And speaking of cool iconic moments, you got the Nightwing from Hush.
Back in blue.
Back in blue, you gotta love it.
Although it's Hush, but yes.
And then you got Rebirth Supergirl.
And then I absolutely love this right here. The Super Sons 2-pack.
Adorable. If you have not reading this comic book, please read this comic book. It's great. So you got Damian and Jonathan teaming up here. We even included a little hover disc for Jonathan to show off his powers, to piss off Damian, so you can hover behind him while they're like going off on missions.
Read this comic, people.
It is so good.
Jorge Jimenez. Read it.
It's beautiful work. It's beautiful work. Speaking of amazing iconic moments, so coming in November, 25th anniversary for this as well. we have with Badam.
Wow.
So what you got here is the ultimate Death of Superman iconic set. 2 figures. You're going to get the super articulated Doomsday and battle damaged Superman, not some repaint, a brand new sculpt. You're going to see these, basically the sound effects pulled right from the comic that you'll be able to add into the backgrounds from the small diorama piece that has the same kind of look as you see on the classic cover. You're going to get alternate heads, including, spoiler alert, there is a dead head. He didn't make it through. Sorry.
He's just taking a nap. It's okay.
And then the battle damage head will also be sculpted in a way where you'll be able to clip the heat vision onto it.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Obviously, it comes to a big end because it doesn't work. Just spoiler alert again, Doomsday keeps coming. So you get things like the explosion from when Superman punches him. You'll get the classic fist from Doomsday with the cape that fits on top of all the spikes. So you have all of these different ways to keep telling the story of all of what happened in the Death of Superman. Comes with this packaging, same size as the Batgirl with the motorcycle, but it has a overlay that'll have the Icons branding. You slide that off, and then you get in the middle of the battle. You have the rubble here. You have the Daily Planet and Destruction in the background. That cardboard cutout will come out if you want to put it behind your setup. But if you leave it in the pack, they're literally in the middle of the battle.
And when will this be available?
This will be available in November. You can see November for $75. You get all of that in honor of Superman 75. Not really, but I like to say that because it happened to work out.
Speaking of in honor of Superman.
So Superman,
That's
we have
great,
here from the
Neil
DC
Adams.
Designer Series. We have our Superman inspired the Neil Adams Superman 233 cover. Kryptonite, Nevermore, breaking Krypton chains there.
That's only $150.
It's really tricky, especially with the translucent Kryptonite chains there. All of that kind of stuff is a little more expensive, but we're trying to get these in at $150.
And is that approximately a foot tall?
Yeah, these are about, maybe a little bit, maybe even a little bit taller, but
if you had the
for the most part, yeah. And if he was stepping fully on the base, he might be a little taller, but we'll see. Also at about 12 inches is the Joker from Killing Joke.
Yeah, Brian.
Iconic image. Really about time for us to get this here in resin. $150 price point as well. What's nice about the designer series is too the little etched in logos they have for each of the characters that are unique. So you see like the Joker and the Joker one, or the S shield for the Superman base.
I feel like I would always be looking at that out of the corner of my eye because I would be a little creeped out.
He's constantly staring at me. I've not been able to get away from him this entire show.
He's always watching.
So also at Valentine's Day, we're going to be having the couple statue. It is Aquaman and Mera. Just in time in 2018, his movie will be coming up at the end of the year. So we wanted to make sure that they had a quiet, nice moment under the sea before they had to get to work. So you see them based on the art of Pat Gleason. He had done a cover a while back, but we wanted to expand upon it. So we reached out to him and he said, well, let me think about it in 3D and help you guys work on it that way. And it's just beautiful.
And I love how colorful the base is.
Oh my God, it's great, right?
It's a very peaceful moment, whereas this one is just haunting.
Peaceful as well. Super peaceful. All right, so here we go. Go to this side, and we've got the Super Pets. So the DC Super Pets, we have a whole series of them. We've got Crackers and Giggles and Bat Cow coming out in March. And then we have What's It and Silky come out in August, September time. So these guys are super plush. Love them. They're super soft from a really high quality factory that we've been using. Silky also comes with his emoji plush hearts as well. So if you've been watching when Teen Titans Go, you can get the full effect. On the other end of the spectrum is the Bat Signal prop. So this is the $300 thing you must have if you're a Bat fan. At the end of the year, you'll see that it is a weighted base. This moves in so that you can pivot this way, up and down. It will have magnetic closure so you can take off that bat from Dark Knight. You'll be able to replace it with a comic version. You also have a third side, which will be the bigger bat signal as well. So you have 3 different pieces you can go in and out. It's an LED light, so it doesn't get hot. We're still figuring out if we're going to try and figure if it's batteries or a USB port. We had a lot of international customers who were like, I can't have it be 1 voltage, it has to be all voltage. So we're looking to maybe do a USB connection instead. So we're still working on that, but it's going to be a really great thing at the end of the year.
Is that the first Batcow collectible? I don't recall seeing any other ones. And it's fitting that it's such an adorable plant.
I think it might be. We did not do one from the action figure line, so yes, I think so.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's adorable.
All right, so let's see. We looked at. So I think the only piece that we have left is over here. So follow me around for a moment. So we've looked at the Batman animated line, and we've shown you all of the different figures. About 2 years ago, what we did is we looked at the Batmobile, and the Batmobile was our big showpiece. It fit 2 figures. You could drive it around, it had rolling wheels and lights. Then last year we showed the Batwing, and the Batwing, actually we have an example of it here.
By himself? I don't know. But now you get him in here.
So you kind of get a sense of the Batwing in that size here. So in stores now. But now, once they're done, I want to show you what we're bringing to you this year.
And the figure does fit in there?
Yes, you can get.
Could you even fit like
in.
Superman in there, like he just stole the Batwing?
I mean, the only one, like Killer Croc and Bane, maybe not, but they don't deserve to be in this thing. So, but people like Superman and Joker, if you have got a little out of control, or Nightwing and Robin when it's time for it, all of these things.
Very cool. So we've seen so many amazing things. What is your personal favorite?
My personal favorite, I have to say, it's going to be this. There's something about the Wonder Woman movie that's been 75 years in the making. June 2nd, it's going to be crazy good. I think we're excited. June 3rd for Wonder Woman Day. We're going to want to celebrate it all year round. This is a great expression of that. The statues, working and seeing the behind-the-scenes stuff on this, it's getting us more and more psyched as we see, more of the movie. It's just something that we feel like we can't wait to celebrate with everybody there. And just seeing a female-led superhero movie, it's so important. We're so lucky to have that be our character, and Wonder Woman, who stands for so much of that, to be the person out there. Long overdue, but we're really happy that it's Wonder Woman.
And when is this statue available?
So this one will be available for mid-May. So you'll be able to get it before the movie.
Very cool.
It's about a $350, $375 price point. I forget if we've finalized the pricing on it yet. But it's a nice little graduation from the $150 Soul statue, the $275 couple statue, to this massive kind of showpiece.
And you, of course, get to experience some of the movie before we do.
Yeah.
Spoiler-free. Why should fans be excited to check out Wonder Woman's first movie?
So you got a little bit of the hint of it in Batman v Superman, the mystery that is Wonder Woman. And when you see that photo of her being around from World War I, and Bruce Wayne's like, what is that? That can't be you. There's something to that mystery and the way that this story is being told. Wonder Woman being in World War I, like having to come to man's world, the suffragette movement, women are not given the right to vote, they're not considered, equal to men. It's imperative, especially with things going on in the world today, that Wonder Woman represents that person who can kind of like take that back, which has been exciting.
Very cool.
Let's see if we can get back to our final feature.
Sure. Last thing is worth waiting for. It's very cool. If you love Batman the Animated Series, you'll want to keep watching for the next few moments because he's about to show us something incredibly cool.
Here we go. To the Batcave.
Quite literally.
So, here we go. Like we already talked about Batman Animated, but what we wanted to bring this time that's a little different from previous years is the hub of your collection. So to get that going, we needed the hub of the Batcave, which is the Bat Computer. So this is our Batcave diorama set. For those of you who have the large collection with all of the figures, you now have a place to put them all. That's what we wanted to do for you. So you got the Bat Computer that has its lights, so lights off, lights on. You can see how it flips on. You got the rotating chair for Bruce Wayne, Batman, while he's working at the computer. You've got different parts of the Batcave, including Alfred, who's dutifully waiting there the entire time with his duster and his tea set. Oh, judging Alfred, that's what I call him. Always judging poor Bruce about what he's doing with nights. So you kind of see that going on. You got the stairs up from this and this entire platform. The first thing we did as soon as we got this in the office was start populating it with all of our figures. You got Robin and you got, Catwoman and Batman and Joker's coming in to break into the Batcave. Everything's going on here. Great place for you to park your Batmobile next to and really have your experience of your collection started from here. We're looking to include some kind of cardboard diorama backdrop so you get that distance because it's a vast, huge Batcave. So you kind of get that whole piece here as well. So that's really been fun for us.
Well, that looks amazing.
we're blown away by it. I got to tell you, when it came into the office, we didn't expect it to be so impactful. We love it. It's going to be about $175 coming out in holiday time, so you're going to have that as October as your big holiday gift purchase, just like you did with the Batwing previously. You're going to want to get this as well. Only place to get Alfred, but it's also the place to start your collection. And if you can't fit this into your house, move. That's my advice.
Fair enough. Kevin, thank you so much for giving us a look at the DC Collectibles booth.
My pleasure.
At Toy Fair 2017, New York City, Jacob Javits Center. Thank you very much for watching. As you just saw, everything looks amazing. If you love Batman, the animated series, if you love what they're doing with the movies, if you love the comics, there are just so many amazing things to choose from. It's very possible I'm just going to take a few things and run away right now, but I didn't say that. Kevin heard nothing. But Kevin, thank you so much once again.
Anytime. Anything from Midtown.
Thank you very much.
Kevin.